the way I see the Facebook market is like you buy cocaine and you drive there to go get it. So that's what it is, because you don't want to be caught by the police to know you're a drug addict. Drug addict. Well, happy Friday, everyone. It's time for recording this. Welcome back to podcast with Sark, and I got two topics to talk about in your interest. Well, and two will be very boring. So half interesting, half boring. So I'm gonna get the first part boring out of the way first. So as I was supposed to do this podcast like sooner, but I was busy like college, because you never get the right time to do what you want, do what you need, and very awkward things too. And as I try to think the last two topics for this podcast, I got nothing to talk about other than being in college or doing idiot things like this podcast here. So that's what I'm trying to do. Like, I'm trying to do more time in this house. I always leave the house for no reason because I'm bored. But hey, it is what it is. Now I'm gonna get this out of the way, and now I got that out of the way. So what I'm gonna talk about is toy photography, because I enjoy toy photography a lot, because that's what I mainly do for in terms of this life. Because I'm gonna grab these two off the desk, because I want like I mainly use the this 2-pack. I mainly use my 2-pack for my corpse, for my Decepticons, because they always get killed. And they always get killed, unfortunately. Unfortunately for this guy, because I use him the most, because yeah, you know what this reminds you of, you Favors fans. You know what that reminds you of. You want a piece of me? You want a piece? No, I want 2 pieces. Unfortunately, like these are my dying props, like from my main channel, basically. Like, these are my dying props. I mean, they're not. The toys are not dying. The toys are not dying. Actually, they're not dying. They're fine. It's just that these guys in photo, they're not fine. They're in photo. They're not fine. They're dead. So unfortunately, that's. And the reason I use these two, because they're my dying props now, because they look like they're about to be killed, and it is true, they are killed. They are killed in my main channel like too many times. They've been killed by let's see, I know, killed by Wild Rider, any Decepticon I use for my channel, for my clip shots. It's not clip shots, it's just me recording them in their pose, you know, because because I need to get like whenever I use any other Autobot that looks clean, they're not dead. These guys are. So I had the right to use them, and they had to die too many times. They had to die too many times in the video processing, just because to get the shot of them getting killed. And I know G1 fans don't like it when I use an Autobot dead corpse, but I essentially have no choice. If I get SS Scavenger, not the Revenge of the Fallen, the G1 Scavenger. If I get SS Scavenger, he's having a field day with this one. He's having a field day. Oh yes, sir. because as you saw in the movie, that Scavenger shot Prowl. He shot Prowl in the chest because they molded out there, and it was melting Prowl from the inside out. How cruel of you, Hasbro! I almost turned off the microphone. Sorry, but that's why I'm using them as my dying props because they basically serve no purpose anymore in the G1 cartoon. They serve no purpose anymore. That's what it basically is. Because since the new cast, like anytime I have a Decepticon, like it has to be menacing looking. Anytime I bring like a Decepticon, I just use them as I just use them for corpse for photography. Yes, yes they're fun to transform, but like I just use them more as corpse. I just use them more as corpse because Prowl and Ironhide are the unfortunate victims as I speak. So if I don't have any other random Decepticon other than the Decepticon core class Decepticons. I just use them to show you an example. Or is there any Decepticon in the bottle shot? No. Oh no, no, there's not. But unfortunately for him, he's dead. Like he's dead. So I continue to torture. I continue to torture Prowl and Ironhide for my channel. Maybe if I get the Ratchet and Brawn 2-pack, I'll be having a Decepticon might having a field day with that. I know it sounds like to me like getting the 2-pack for Ratchet and Brawn is the waste of money. But I'm I'm grateful for what I have the 2-pack. I'm surprised at myself I didn't sell them. I didn't sell them because I'm using it for my dying props. I had the chance to sell them, but I didn't because I'm using it for dying props. And what else can I say? Oh yeah, shout out to my friend Anando for giving these two for Christmas. They were very useful. They're more useful when they're dead. Like what? They're more useful to be dead because for my photography anyway. Because the Decepticon has to show like they're scary looking and they have to be killed, and that's fun. That's where the fun begins. Because the Decepticons always kill us Autobots, and they killed these two every time. Yes, unfortunately, the Decepticons get killed too, but it is what it is. It is. It is what it is. I like the Decepticons and they die. Like, Prime Breakdown was my favorite Decepticon until he died because of a certain movie that dragged the money all the way down. It was a certain movie. So anytime I review a Decepticon and on my main channel, you know what this means. Time for you to die again. Again and again and again. That's where the fun begins. That's where the fun begins, guys, because they die and they look good. They die looking good. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is like how like I'm going to talk about the Facebook market because it's something I should be talking about. And I don't know if y'all will going to understand, but like this, the marketplace, it basically feels like meeting a drug dealer because whenever you're buying something from the marketplace, you have to drive there and get it yourself. Like this is what it feels like. Like you have to drive to meet your dealer and get it yourself. That's what it basically is. Like it's basically meeting your drug dealer. But to be fair, I've never used the Facebook Marketplace because I don't know how to drive, and I don't know how to drive. And meeting it's basically you're getting something what you want. Like let's just say, hold on, where is he? There he is. Let's just say I want this guy, right? You want this guy? I know there's a lot of copies in Target, but I'm using this as an example. Like I say, I want this guy, and you said, and it's at Texas Irving, and you drive there, and you meet him there, and he gives it to you, and he said, "Enjoy your figure or whatever you bought." I know they sell vehicles too. I'm aware, but it's basically meeting your drug dealer at this point because if the way I see the Facebook market is like you buy cocaine and you drive there to go get it. So that's what it is because you don't want to be caught by the police to know you're a drug addict. At, drug addict. That's how you say words. And as I do so, like I know I'm just joking. I know nobody here just does cocaine, but the Facebook market basically feels like meeting your drug dealer. So meeting your drug dealer, you get what you want and you keep it. And then I'm based. It's just me. No need to go down to type it in, and you just say, oh, they're selling cocaine. I'm gonna buy cocaine for like $12,000, and then you drive there to go get it because I was basically there like once with a friend, and I was I was very far away. Like I was out in the field driving. Like actually, my friend was driving. Like I was out. We were out in the field driving, and it feels like we're meeting a drug dealer at this point because this is the type of suspicious place that where you meet your drug dealer. But my friend bought like more uh Studio Series figures, and he has to drive there to get it himself. But the fact we're driving in the open field, that basically means a suspicious activity. It's basically meeting a Transformer fan, but selling drugs. but selling drugs because, and no, there's no drug use. Uh, and he he bought the figures, and we were an hour away. Like, wow, we were so far away, and we drove to the local shop. We drove to the local shop, and we were very far away, like so far. And it was an hour. It was a long drive, actually. I had to play music through my Spotify, and he did not like Baby Metal because, hey, if you're watching this, Baby Metal is still goaded. And as I speak right now, yes, it feels like to me, it feels like you're meeting your drug dealer for a Transformer fan or anything that you're into or anything that you're into because marketplace, like once you buy it, you have to drive to get it yourself. It's not like eBay because you buy other people's like copy. Like at least they delivered it to you. I mean, they give you the option to go and drive there yourself, but I'm not gonna be driving all the way to. I'm not driving all the way to Tennessee or Kentucky, so I'm not driving hours or New York, in fact, because it's very far away. And it's a bunch of sneaky people, and I rather prefer people to deliver it to me so I can get what you want, not to drive for like hours. Like in the marketplace, you have to go and drive it yourself. In eBay, you have to. I mean, you buy it, but at least they deliver it to you. That's the only good thing about eBay. Because I don't know what I bought from eBay. Oh yeah, I sold it. So I sold the figures I bought from eBay. My bad. I want to show you what I bought from eBay, but I guess it's not here anymore. And what is drug dealer. I always get that feeling because you have to drive to your seller, basically your drug dealer. And yes, I do go to a local shop, but at least it doesn't feel like a drug dealership because you actually go inside the building and buy it buy it like regular people. Driving to your seller is basically you picking up your drugs, and you drive home to be unsuspicious. So that's what that felt like. That's what actually felt like from a local drug dealer. A local drug dealer has your drugs, and is gonna remind you of your Saturday. You snort, unfortunately. But that's all I talk. That's all I can talk about for this topic. Now I'm gonna go on to the next topic. It's difficult to get the perfect drawing. There's no such thing as perfect drawing because yes, even though you draw so amazingly, there's always gonna be you're always gonna be nitpicking yourself about your art because yes, I do get criticisms for I use a Photoshop for my college projects, but I do more paper than than computer because I suck at drawing digitally. Hold on. Like this is what I drew. This is what I drew the other night. Like Tails 9. I think I did great, but but there's uh there's some nitpicks I could have done better. It's the proportions that I'm struggling with. Like this is perfect. Like I mean, this is still not perfect, but perfect. Like this is what I definitely get the feeling of because artists. I mean, the artists they think the artwork is perfect, but they had to do more than that. Let's just say you did a very awesome artwork of Nemesis Prime, and you realize, oh, it's not perfect. And you did it even more perfect, and you say, oh, it's still not perfect. Need more. I still need more details. I still need more color into it. Basically, you're just making another Mona Lisa. Basically, you're making another Mona Lisa, and that's what is the feeling of because perfect is never enough. Even almost is never enough too because you're almost done and you're so far ahead. You're so far ahead and you think you're done and you're not because you notice a small mistake and you try to fix it and you made a bigger mistake, but it still looks perfect. Like this is what it basically is: an art perfectionist, obsessed of perfection art. I mean, perfection of art, and I mean my I mean my pod. I mean it's not a podcast studio, but my background is not perfect. I will say that, but at least I try to make it look good. Like this is it's not perfect, but I will upgrade the poster a lot more as I've had My Hero Academia, Transformers, One Piece. Like the only two animes I never watched is My Hero Academia a little bit, as I told you in my first podcast, and One Piece I never got into. Whoops, sorry, that the only reason I know Sanji. Uh, it's not perfect, but it will get better because as a lot of times change because a lot of your art gets changed, a lot of your things gets changed because you want to get better, but it never is. But there's no such thing as perfection because they might change it. So there you have that. I need to get the boring topics out of the way because I got one interesting topic out and the other one out of the way. Now it's gonna be a short podcast, unfortunately, because I didn't come up with it. I didn't come up with 2 topics. So this one's gonna be I think it's gonna be a long one depending on what I can remember. So last Saturday I went to an event, and an event. It was at a bubble tea shop, a bubble tea shop, and I have 2 of my friends and me going there. And this is basically like introvert versus extrovert. Like I'm extroverted because I had the guts to take a picture with the cosplayers. I had to ask my friend to take pictures with him because because he's because he a pussy like that. That's what he basically is. Because I had to ask him. I had to ask the cosplayers to take a picture with him, and I tried to tell him like, bro, take a picture with the cosplayer. It was an anime horse girl cosplay too. Like I don't know the actual name of the anime, but it's very popular from what I heard. But I I went. We were going in, like there was a huge line. Like holy shit, the line was huge. And my friend tried to find a parking spot, and me and his little brother had to save a spot for him while he goes to look for a parking lot. He found one, thankfully, and we were waiting here. I was so bored out of my mind that I decided to go walk around the line, and I decided to take pictures of the cosplayers. Like I took a lot of them actually. Like if you think I'm lying, check my main Instagram account. Like I'll post them. I'll post them tomorrow. At the time recording this is gonna be basically uploaded late. But but as I as I took pictures of cosplayers like his little bro, like he thinks I don't know anything about that anime. It's true. I mean, it's true. I don't know. It's true. I don't know the anime, nor I watched the anime. At least I got the picture of the cosplayer. Like at least I got the picture of the cosplayer, and it was so fun. Like even though I know nothing, the only character I know is Silence, which is she looks cool. Her cosplay looks cool, and I took a picture with her twice, like one outside and one inside. Don't think of that. Don't think of that shit dirty. And I tried to get my friend to comply, like, bro, take a picture with her, and he said no. And I asked him this question, like, are you an introvert? And he said yes, and I punt, and we did some game. You know, we did the back tossing game, which you have to throw it in the hole. And I betted like if I win, you have to go. I have to go ask the cosplayer to take a picture of you. And guess what? I win. so I asked. So I asked a cosplayer twice to take a picture of him. If I ask for the third time, he's gonna beat the shit out of me, and which he'll never will. And Edwin, if you're watching this podcast, you know it's true. You're an introvert for sure. And as I walk around and waited for Edwin to get his like bubble tea, it was very long actually. Like I went around take pictures with cosplayers and talk with the cosplayers. It was very fun. I know they're shy for the most part, but at least I got fun in the end. Like one, one I enjoy. I'm supposed to have fun. Two, I really enjoyed this event. I really wish we could do it again, but I think it's a one time or to do it once a year. I think, but if they're happening like the event sooner, I would probably torture Ed would be asking the cosplayers to take pictures with him. And I think my other friend Gerardo is also an introvert. Why are they all introverts? I know you don't want to be embarrassed of the public, but there's nothing bad about taking pictures of the cosplayers. What? Like, most people are introverts. A few people in this planet are extroverts. Like, what? It's when they're cosplaying. That's where they're feeling confident. But introverts, they don't feel confident. And I don't have like a cosplay, and I still feel confident to ask the cosplayers to take a picture with me. He's not. I may sound mad, but I'm not. I'm not mad, but I'm just trying to sound intimidating as this podcast is going to progress. And Edwin, if you're watching this podcast, you're you're a scaredy cat, pussy cat. That's what I'm trying to say. That's why I'm trying to say a dirty word in the podcast. Like, Edwin, you're a pussy cat. You're a scaredy cat for sure. Because you don't even have the guts to ask a cosplayer. Like, this is no offense. No offense to it. No offense. I'm sorry if you're watching this, but I'm sorry, but this is true. I had to go ask the cosplayers to take pictures with you. I had to go ask them twice. K-pop reference? Yes, I did started listening to Twice. It was actually good. But back to the back to the topic of extrovert versus introvert. Like, you feel so confident. Introvert, you don't feel confident. That's the only difference. That's the only difference that I have. Unless there's more, then I don't know what to say. They're mainly they don't have the confidence. So there you go. This is it for this week's podcast. I hope you enjoyed this podcast, which is short, unfortunately. But next time we'll get into a 30 or almost 40-minute podcast. And this is Podcast with Dark. See you next Friday.